Well, today is a very special day here on the channel. I'll be shooting an original Colt 1849 pocket model revolver. I'm Dustin and you're watching Guns of the West. Well, let's just start things off with a close-up look at this beautiful Colt. This particular one is 164 years old right now, made in 1858, and again, it is the 1849 pocket model revolver in 31 caliber. Make sure, if you haven't already seen them, check out the other videos I've done so far on this gun, and there will be links to them down in the description below, where I go over more of the features and even compare it to Uberti replica. But just a quick overview of it again. It's got the marking here, address Samuel Colt, New York City. It says right here on it, Colt's patent, there by my thumbnail, and again up here, all matching serial numbers. Again, this is an original. One thing that is not original on it, though, the nipples. These nipples are actually Pieta. The owner of this gun, Snapper, from Snappers Antique Firearms Unlimited, great channel, recommend you check that out. It's in the description too. Well, he told me that the original nipples were so blown out and had so much blowback coming through them on recoil that shooting it would blow this hammer all the way back to the half-cock position. So those had to be replaced. It was drilled out and retapped for Pieta nipples. Other than that, though, my understanding is this is an original Colt. You can still see traces of silver plating on the brass. That's how many of these were finished on their brass back in the old days. And again, this is a 31 caliber. Why don't we go ahead and get it loaded up and see what it can do. I'm so excited for this video because I've never fired an original Colt. I've always had the Pieta and Uberti reproductions. I'm going to pull the hammer to half cock, which, just like on the reproductions, frees the cylinder up. The charge of powder that I'll be using today is just 10 grains, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Let's go ahead and get 10 grains into a chamber here. These are very small chambers, by the way, which if you've shot 31 caliber revolvers before, you are aware of that. And the main reason I'm sticking to 10 grains, even though I could go 12 or so, is because I thought a gun this historical deserves a historical bullet. So the projectiles I'm using today are these 31 caliber baby Dragoon bullets, cast with a mold from Era's Gone Bullet Molds. It's a company I've praised many times on my channel. I cannot say enough good about them. And of course, there's a link to their website in the description too. Check out the loading port on this original Colt. It is certainly designed to take conical bullets. Some of the reproductions are not, but you can see the originals are. So let's rotate that under the rammer. And I'll just grab the loading lever here. And the Colt, much like the Uberti copies, has a rammer cut out deep for conical bullets. So let's go ahead and just push that down all the way, just like that. And I'll repeat that all the way around. Well, each of the 5 chambers is now loaded with powder and a bullet. And in case I failed to mention it before, the powder is real black powder, triple FG GoX. I definitely don't want to put Pyrex or other substitutes in here. Those tend to burn and make a little bit hotter loads. And again, this gun is 164 years old, so we'll go easy on the old girl and use the real black powder. Next step is I'll take some of this Guns of the West bullet lube, and I'm just going to top each chamber with that, so that we've got good lubrication down the bore and keep it running nice. And I'll just repeat this all the way around. And finally, we'll get the nipples capped. I'm using Remington number 10 percussion caps. Get that pressed on good and firm, and I'll just repeat that all the way around as well. All right, well, I've got the Colt pocket model all loaded up, and I've got a target 15 yards downrange, a 12-inch steel target, the Caldwell stable table and pistolero rest for a little stability. Let's see how the old gun shoots. I'll start out aiming low at the bottom of the target. See if it shoots high like a reproduction. I think it did. Oh, little cap jam. Let's try again. Sounded like a hit. Okay, I'm going to try down even lower of a hold. All right. Well, it does want to blow those caps off and drop them down in the action, but that's okay. It's an old gun. And the targets, it's hard for me to see. You can probably see better on the target camera up there. And they might be a little all over the place, but honestly, I'm not really worried too much today about accuracy. You just got to see me take my first shots ever with an original Colt. I'm happy enough with that, to tell you the truth. This is just fantastic. What a great way to get your hands on history. Well, I'm going to load it up again off camera, and we'll try a little freehand shooting with it too. Now before I close, there's one more thing I've just got to know, and that is, will the gun shoot paper cartridges? I just happen to have a couple of old 31 caliber paper cartridges left over from a previous video project, so I'll drop those in there. Just the two is all I have. It loads with the same load as before, 10 grains of triple FG GoX black powder. I'll just get that, and the other one, I'll put the same lube and percussion caps on, and let's see if they shoot. Yeah, seems to shoot paper cartridges as well. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this look today at the original Colt 1849 pocket model revolver. Obviously, did have some cap jams, but you're going to have that even on the reproductions. If you can't get a hold of an original Colt, of course the reproductions are great, but I have to tell you, what a special treat it was today to be able to shoot an original Colt. I just can't tell you how happy I am I was able to do it. Thank you again, Snapper, so much. Remember, all of you, his channel is linked down in the description. You can also see down there where to find me on social media and where to find great Guns of the West products like the bullet lube or paper cartridge kits to make those paper cartridges. Don't forget to click that like button down below too and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos. Thank you all so much for watching.